episode is brought to you by Audible. Get a free audiobook download and a 30-day free trial at audibletrial.com/greasy. There you'll have access to over 180,000 titles right from your smartphone.
And if just in case you've been living under a rock, we've been sponsored by Talkin for these past few weeks. And,
yes.
And, you know, if you go to our Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, you can definitely see Talkin Tuesday. And we rocking with them just the way they rocking with us, and we appreciate it.
Salam and blessings. Megazord 130 Triple Digital, East Dallas alumni, broadcasting live from Talkin Greasy.
What's up, you guys? My name is Kim, and
it's your boy Darnell,
and we are talking greasy.
Understatement.
Yes. I am so happy that we have these two in the building. Please let us know who you are and what you got going on.
Man, it's your boy Curtis Mayz. You know what I'm
saying?
Damn you, Talkin.
Hey, trying to get right. Nah, it's your boy Curtis Mayz. You know what I'm saying? Dallas, Texas, Oak Cliff. You know what I'm saying? In the house, in the building.
And you got your boy Rikki Blu in here, man. Pleasant Grove's finest, man. Grow Side Worldwide. And yeah, we talking greasy.
Yeah. First, before we get started, what do y'all have going on right now?
Well, shit, man. I Triple DG the album out. Newly released just yesterday. So yeah, man, that's what we on right now.
Yo, congratulations on that.
Appreciate that, brother.
Yeah.
That's a big thing, especially like, you know, curating the sound of the city.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
You got a huge responsibility.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Man, and we had to pull up to your album release party, man.
I appreciate that.
It's dope.
Yeah, we
dope.
like if I didn't have $9 in my pocket, I would have bought an album.
Word.
Man, goddamn.
Keeping it real on Talking Greasy.
Hey.
You know what, bro? I just, you know, like I told y'all before off the air, man, is the appreciation is definitely, you know, there because, you know, we've been working on this thing for about a year now, just about damn near a year to date from the last one. So, you know, a lot went into it. And so just to have people come out, you know what I'm saying, y'all included, and just kind of experience that with me and kind of, you know, low-key celebrate. It was just basically kind of relief to get that off my chest.
Yeah.
So I just, like I said, appreciate y'all coming through and just taking part in that with me.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely. Where can we find it?
Out right now on SoundCloud, Audio Mac,
cool.
Spinrilla. We're getting ready to kick it out to the major outlets, Spotify, Apple Music, all that good shit in a few days. So
dope.
Definitely just Google Curtis Mayz, man, and that's gonna pop up.
All right. What about you?
Man, I've been working. I just got out of album mode, much like, you know what I'm saying, my colleague over here. I just finished my album, You Can't Make Me. So right now we just working on the legs with it, you know what I'm saying? Working on my, you know, just a network, getting the machine plugins and all of that and making sure it do what it's supposed to do.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. So speaking of culture, what formed you guys, talking about formative culture, cultural mainstays, I want to talk about what shaped you to your ideas about race or blackness when it comes to pop culture, music, TV, film, whatever it was that kind of shaped your ideas about race or blackness. What would you say?
Man, growing up, I was in a super militant family. Like, my dad was a Black Panther.
Word?
Yeah, my dad was a Black Panther. He was super involved in Darnell, though, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, it kind of put me on a path of enlightening, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, the act of doing that and that being like almost like a mantra for my life. And I was raised as a Hebrew Israelite as well. So I had a sense of culture already. I wasn't just told I was just a little nigga or that, you know, I was just a little nigga from the Grove. You know what I'm saying? I was more so given a heritage. And that kind of, you know, shaped not only the tone of my music, but even now, you know, to this day, you know, still just the undertones and what I do represent as an individual, you know, so.
Was there anything specific that you can point to as far as like cultural points that shaped the way you think about things, like books or?
Yeah, man. I don't know. Like certain books, it was like, what was this one? From Babylon to Timbuktu. Kind of changed me as an individual.
Okay.
It was another one called African Origins of Modern Judaism. Mm-hmm. And so it's a trip, like all of the knowledge that was kind of hidden from us as a people, and then the things that my dad gave us as supplements, you know? Mm-hmm. So, like, I don't know, man, like we were super progressive as a family, and it was all about having that culture. And when I got older, I was able to not, you know what I'm saying, not necessarily do away with it, but see what related to me and what really resonated with me, and how was I going to translate these same lessons and these same teachings to like the people that I'm trying to talk to, you know?
Is there anything that you could point to, Curtis?
Yeah, I mean, my background wasn't as intricate in terms of religion or faith. It was more so educational based. Basically, from a young age, I was kind of basically, I guess, introduced to the concept of civil rights, in the civil rights movement particularly. Like my grandmother played a real instrumental part in just basically giving me that knowledge in terms of, you know, not only the names associated with the movement, but the different instances and situations and the stories and the backstories and basically just the grounds for the whole push for Black people in this country. I don't want to say being underdogs, but that's what it is.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And so, like I said, it was always a sense of, like, I always knew what slavery was. Like from the earliest age I can remember, I always grasped the concept of slavery, what it was. I understood the brutality that went into it. I understood the basis of which
Granny wasn't pulling no punches.
Exactly. She wasn't bullshitting at all about it. So, you know, it was always like race as an issue was always like a reality to me. I was never like in the dark about it.
That's crazy. Like growing up, you know, you realize that wasn't for every household. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
it really wasn't.
It's almost few and far between, but it's great, you know, meeting other people that were always, you know what I'm saying, in tune with it, you know. I wouldn't afford the luxury to be ignorant about these civil rights subjects. You know, if anything, I was almost, you know, back then it wasn't what I wanted to watch on TV, but I remember my dad sitting me down in front of that Eyes on the Prize documentary. Y'all remember that? You know what I'm saying? And I remember like that being like almost my programming. You know what I'm saying? So it didn't allow the world to really get their grasp on me. You know what I'm saying? It kind of, you know, helped steer us in that way of.
Well, you know what? Me growing up, I wish I could say I was open to it, but I really wasn't, because like growing up, my mom, rest in peace, really, really didn't want me to be like nobody else. Like, you know, y'all remember when y'all was in elementary, you got home, Dragon Ball Z would only be on for 30 minutes. You gotta watch it, or you miss it. You don't get the episode back for 2 weeks. And my mom was home, or she beat me home before the episode was over with, and I didn't read something, you know, educational. That was a wrap. Like that was like, being ignorant in my house came with a repercussion.
Which like you have no excuse.
Like in other households, the shit, that's...
Like they get TV dinners and they left alone doing their own thing.
Exactly.
You know, I guess growing up, you really don't appreciate that or understand the magnitude of what they were really doing. And, you know,
it's just that level of accountability that they, you know, at the time, of course, you don't understand it, but, you know, when you get older and you start to understand these concepts and these things that they try to instill in you, like, it makes sense, because it's, you know, I have a son, and it's like, you know, I'd be damned if I allow him to get out here in this world and just be ignorant to the fact that he's a target. You know, that's it's not something you just try to cover up or sweep under, but like those are like real life situations that are, you know, capable to happen. And, you know, you always want to equip your loved ones, especially your seeds, with the necessary things that they need to kind of get by as you would. So, you know.
I mean, but then the weird thing is, nowadays, it's the polar opposite. Common sense is offensive now. You you telling your son to act like he got some sense and do some stuff is you're being male chauvinistic. You're being too overbearing in this household. Mm-hmm. Like they grow up as kids now. They growing up way different than we did.
Yeah. No, super. Man, and it's, I don't know, I'm a new father. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
so
congratulations.
Man,
word, congrats,
man,
bro.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I see you on the wife, you know what I'm saying?
It's the tightest shit I ever did.
Yeah.
But like, man, I sometimes, get lost in thought, and I don't know how I survived outside of me being raised a certain way and then me understanding that and then putting my own sauce on it. Mm-hmm. So like it's a whole nother like dynamic in taking what I learned and then sharing it, and giving him them same tools to be able to maneuver, you know what I'm saying? In the path of least resistance, you know what I'm saying? And I guess it's a learning thing. I guess it's
you just learn
day by day.
You learn as you go, bro. It's a process, and it's kind of like you're not, well, actually you're more equipped and prepared than you think you are.
Yeah.
It's scary, obviously, to be responsible for another life, but if you was brought up with, the proper sense of morality and it come natural.
Yeah, 100.
You got to pass that.
No right.
I don't have kids. I don't have kids, but I look at my little sister kind of in that way because I'm so much older than her.
Yeah.
And so it's so crazy to see the difference in parenting between me and my sister. It's like once they got to my sister, it was just like, you know what, fuck it. Whatever.
Yeah.
Like it, she gonna be all right. We don't have to do all the things that we did with Latrice, which is me. But here's
shout out Latrice.
Yeah, here's the thing. So my earliest memories were on the HBCU campus. My mama went to Wiley.
Okay.
And so my daycare that I went to was all Black kids, and we would learn like the primary school things, but it was all based in Black history.
Beautiful.
My first alphabet book was Swahili words.
What?
So like
Undependa Kulanini.
That's dope.
I don't know what the fuck you just said.
All right, look, my dad had us learning Swahili when we was little, and he used to ask us what we wanted for dinner, and it was Undependa Kulanini.
For real?
And you had to say Nina Penda, whatever.
That's
like Nina Penda pizza.
Did y'all learn at the Pan-African?
Man, my dad was, I attribute everything that I know to him. He was just he was so afraid of being wrong that he would study, he would seek it out, he would, in taking that bullet for us. We didn't go to church, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But there was an obvious, supplement outside of that. And he was just a scholar, man. And he just really, he gave us a choice, but as kids, who gonna go against their parents? But it didn't feel wrong.
Of course.
It didn't feel like we were in a cult.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like we were, we were doing shit like not eating pork and catfish and, following the dietary laws and really just caring more about shit that I thought everybody else cared about, you know what I'm saying, for us in our household. So, it's all different for everybody.
I just, like the way that I was raised was to always keep what is going on with my people at the forefront.
Yeah.
And my sister, I don't think was raised with that same, I don't want to say, I guess I got to say, she wasn't raised with that same pride in her Blackness. As a matter of fact, it's like the exact opposite. Like, she is very much a part of the I don't see color generation.
Oh my God.
Like the youngest ones.
Hey, all lives matter.
Yeah, like, no, for real, no. Like, we had a legit argument. Like, that really hurt my heart. Like, she was really, really on some all lives matter shit.
Yeah.
And
I don't understand that. I just had an argument with my sister, and she said some very disrespectful things about Barack Obama. And I just don't know. No slander towards Barack Obama shall prosper around.
Nah, none. None.
But, a lot of times we as a people, we become hypercritical of our own and completely give the true oppressors a pass. And it's almost like the black cop, white cop thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, he going super hard for Buddy. You know what I'm saying? And I just hate that we like that. I hate that we're so critical of each other that it's hard for us to really make true progress.
Yeah,
but
it's like we forever kind of hold ourselves to that higher standard of accountability.
And
like,
we have to. You know what I'm saying?
It's like when they fuck up, there may be some type of justification, but when we fuck up, it's like it's no excuse.
No, straight up.
And at the end of the day, and I'm the last nigga to holler our lives matter, but we all are human. Everybody, and at the end of the day, nobody's exempt from mistake. Nobody's exempt from, fuck up.
Yeah, I think more so people. This is the age of deflection and twist. Mm-hmm. So for anybody who supports All Lives Matter, they either support it in opposition of Black Lives Matter, or just because they resonate with the sentiments that all lives matter. Now, I also too agree that all lives matter, but all in the context of what we talking about,
exactly.
No, cuz that ain't even what we here for. That's like nigga, we going to the Light the Night March for Leukemia that they do at SMU every day, right? That's like me going in there with a pink unisuit, right? All unibody suit, just a pink latex suit, saying, "Hey, bro, I understand we walking for like heart failure and shit, bro. Yeah. But my auntie died of breast cancer, bro. Yeah. And that shit y'all talking about, nah, nigga, fuck that, nigga. Breast cancer lives matter. Yeah. Nigga, you don't do that. That's not what we here for, cuz. Like, it's not a pissing contest who has it the worst. Yeah. But obviously, if our people have been like shot down and gunned down systematically and to no avail, no justice system interference, nobody is actually coming to our defense, we have to do the weirdest things like say Black Lives Matter for niggas to even, like, bro, I didn't even know it became a corporation, an actual thing. I thought niggas was just marching and saying that. And now we look up and it's a whole spokesperson. Yeah. It's a whole terrorist group or whatever people say that it is. And I'm like, bro, hold on. I didn't know I was signing up for allegiance to this group. Like, I don't know these niggas. Like, nigga, shout out to D-Ray. Hope he a good person and shit. But nigga, that nigga ain't my leader. Yeah. I ain't looking to that nigga to save me. Right. Kinfolk, no, I thought we were just saying, I thought we were doing something else. Mm-hmm. And then, I guess the whiplash came from it. And I don't know, I think everything just got convoluted, like with the taking the knee thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Well, the good thing is, one of our beloved brothers, Ray Lewis, got on both knees.
Fuck Ray Lewis.
He was in a perfect position to suck that white dick.
Man.
He been sucking for the past goddamn couple of years. Perfect position.
Hey, Shannon Sharp got on his ass, too.
As he should.
Scout!
As he should.
Scout! You see that clip? Somebody said, when you hear a Barryman verse on a...
I saw that shit.
Bro.
Skip.
And then
skip. I know you did. Skip.
Hey, I ain't making fun of you, Shannon Sharp. I fuck with you,
bro.
No, I love Shannon Sharp.
We gotta protect Shannon Sharp.
No, straight up, Shannon Sharp really, man, he worked on his eloquence. Yeah, and man, I watched that progression to be able to be, bro, in a room where you right there next to Jason punk ass Whitlock. Mm-hmm. Bro, I'm telling you straight up, if I ever see dude in person, bro, I'm springing on him.
He make you want to just choke the shit out of him, bro.
Bro, on me, on these legs of mine. I see Jason Whitlock in person, bro. I'm springing on him.
Of course, who respects a traitor, bro?
Not only just that, dude, he goes above and beyond the necessary Call of Duty.
Listen, if only he went,
he does. Like, it's not even a part of the conversation.
Well, man, black men just have this terrible.
Nigga, ask you what time it was.
Get a different hat.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go to the next one. Okay, so thinking about the culture that came out within our lifetimes, or maybe before, because I think I was influenced a lot by things that came out before my lifetime, because, of course, I'm raised by my parents, and they wanted to show me
the golden years.
Yeah. As far as your identity goes, what do you think that you were exposed to that shaped who you are?
And we talk about movies,
music,
comic
TV,
books, literature,
pop culture,
anything out there that really spoke to
all that shit, man. Particularly music and movies, cinema. Shit, man. You think about, I guess, let's say I'm a 91 baby. I'm a 90s baby. So I was born in 91. So basically, you talking about the era of like Spike Lee's Malcolm X.
Yes.
You talking about
classic.
Juice. You talking about Boys in the Hood. You talking about like John Singleton really kind of
took over the
John Singleton.
He narrated the black experience.
Spike Lee. I mean, of course, Spike Lee kind of,
had his moments.
Of course, but what he represented.
Delusions of grandeur.
Exactly,
yeah, for sure.
That is what it is. But, from that standpoint, and then, from a musical standpoint, obviously, that's like, I guess, 90... That's a period of hip-hop or rap music, whatever you want to call it. That's a period of kind of like really solidifying ourselves within American culture. It was
definitely.
It was like before, it was
and
like...
politics.
Politics as well, because, we started to become basically... a campaign tool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, politicians legit was out here targeting rap music to win campaigns.
No, for real.
Yep.
It was a scapegoat, and also, like, the thing that kind of put us in the game as well, gave us a voice.
Exactly.
Almost like we had our own party, our own representation.
Yes.
Word. Exactly.
Yeah,
it was like, before, hip-hop wasn't necessarily taken seriously in terms of like staying power and it was, people looked at it as like just like the trend.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right,
it was never supposed to be something that stick around as long as it has.
Straight up.
So, just me, like, basically, I say all that to say this, I kind of like was born in the midst of all of that shit. So like the 90s to me is like, my childhood was like all over the place in terms of black culture, like from TV to film to music, like you name it. Like, my people did their best to really just kind of make me as well-rounded as possible.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah,
straight up.
I know what you mean, because the movie that influenced me, but before I say that, me going back to what how my mom tried to raise me, in my household, it was a little bit of everything. It was a dictionary, it was a Jet magazine, it was a GQ, it was a Southern Cooking. So so in my house, I always had a smorgasbord of information.
Right.
But the movie that spoke to me wasn't even in the 90s. Actually, the movie that spoke to me the most was Godfather.
Wow.
Because that taught me be a man, how to handle your business, how to handle your family, and how to handle certain situations.
What was the nigga that got stopped at the tollway?
Sonny.
So, bro, I loved Sonny, bro. Sonny was like, I was like, man, damn, I want to be like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro, but not getting killed part. But like Sonny just moved like a boss, bro.
Yeah, and you know the reason why I said Godfather, and then we're gonna ask you about your movies and media, and then Kim, we definitely want to hear from you. The reason why I say Godfather, because like right after that scene where Sonny get killed, he had dinner with the nigga that killed him or set up to get killed.
Yeah.
If that was a black dude, that would have been a whole nother situation if he would have came in and all that. And that just made me, just value manhood, that as a man, you just don't always get to go off your first impressions.
Right.
You gotta think twice ahead. But yeah, what movies or music really, really got to you, Rick?
Man, my dad was big on a lot of just that black consciousness hip hop. So like Public Enemy, man, KRS, Paris, Rozkaz, you know what I'm saying? Let Freedom Ring with I forgot the name of that hoe, but like he took off on that. But man, it was just super I don't know, it was more so like my dad wanted to preserve the Renaissance as much as possible. So, I couldn't even bring CDs home if my dad didn't listen to them first. So like he was really trying to maintain a certain level of, not only content, but quality control as well.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think that was because my dad was also an artist himself, but on top of trying to, be righteous and trying to not go along with just, pop culture, but thrive in it, I don't know, he kind of went above and beyond. And yeah. So.
I would say that the people and the things that shaped my identity the most would definitely be Oprah.
Turn up.
Yeah, Oprah, I think she was my example of what I wanted to be, not necessarily taking her exact same path, but being a Black woman and having a prominent voice.
And having a check.
Having a check like Oprah, but also being able to be Black and
check, I'm good.
be able to be Black and say the things.
You get a car. You get a car. You get a car. Shit, Oprah.
Being able to say the things that she's able to say and reach the masses like that. It's like there's only a few Black people who can transcend Blackness.
No, straight up.
And she's one of the ones who's been able to do that. Right. Because for the most part, Black is always going to be a part of your identity in the eyes of everyone else, which comes with so many other preconceived notions that are bullshit.
Right.
And so that's one of the things that I was so mystified from an early age. Well, I won't say that mystified me from an early age. I think that was like later on when I was able to really like examine her life and what she was able to do. But
she went through a lot of shit.
She went through so much. And I think that's the next thing, because I've gone through a lot that people don't know about.
No, straight up.
And so like to see her get to where she was made me realize that no matter what I've been through, I can still get to where she's at.
Yeah.
But like outside of that, music is like one of my first loves. And growing up, music was always in my house. Like somebody was cooking, they'd be playing James Brown or Funkadelic or like
busting out.
Man, like Black music was always around. And because learning was a premium, I would go on I can't believe I'm saying this. The Windows 95 computer we had came with the encyclopedia and Carter CD-ROM. And I would start searching different eras of Black music. So I started getting into like Jelly Roll Morton and like old jazz and shit.
That's wild.
And so
that's
like
turned up.
So like my knowledge of music is so vast because I've always had like a fascination with learning things. And so from an early age, I was like a scholar of like Blackness.
So can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So what would you say is your favorite era of Black music?
Okay.
Your favorite era from I guess we take it from you can go back to Jelly Roll Morton all the way up to now. What you say was the most popping era of Black music?
Easy, the 70s.
Oh.
The 70s.
Yeah.
Even though I love hip hop, something about funk music.
Oh man, it was magical. I think it was the acid. But ain't nobody.
What's your favorite funk band?
And you know what?
Since we're going there,
you know what? That makes sense because Earth, Wind and Fire, they still blow.
They blow.
They blow, and them niggas do acid and all that other shit.
Man, say Earth, Wind and Fire was so pivotal. Like they literally, you could go back to any of the greatest hits, compilations, whatever. It's the soundtrack to Black music. But I'm gonna say this and this. Earth, Wind, and Fire, not taking nothing away from them.
Yeah.
They weren't fucking with the Ohio players. They
no
was
context.
not fucking with the Ohio players.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Damn. The Ohio players album covers, they're
say they classic, bro. The lady
vinyls,
they brought
vinyls. They really. I didn't know what Coochie and Breast look like till I seen the Ohio Player Club. I'm telling you,
sweet sticky
I'm
thing
telling
cover.
you, bro.
I'm
telling you, bro. That's how I grew my affection for Black women, and because of them, I realized how lit we were. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I called it late. I didn't feel that same infatuation you talk about till those early OutKast albums.
Liberation is the best hip hop song of all time.
Every album cover used to be a naked girl.
That's my favorite. Say the CD, bro. I feel so. I was probably like no older than 8-9 years old when that damn that goddamn it was the Southern playlist. It wasn't the cover though. It was the CD.
Yes,
the CD. Them niggas was sneaky.
They had the you know what I'm saying. She was on there. The Coochie though was the whole in the middle.
That's when I discovered I like titties too.
Hey, that was like my
ain't nothing wrong with that.
To,
ain't nothing wrong with that. Man, I'm so glad that that I could share that experience across the board.
Yeah.
Because like, bro, I didn't have the luxury of having like the nudie magazines and shit like that. But what my dad did have was crates and crates and crates of Vibe and Source magazines upstairs. Mm-hmm. And if you flip all the way to the back, if you go to the back, you gonna see what you're looking for. Yeah. You're gonna find exactly what you're looking for.
Or to see back then, they were just like the part of the magazine you weren't supposed to be looking at.
Yeah.
You realize that's an advertisement. That's why niggas buy the magazine.
No, straight up. And then like you don't even realize those sub markets that's going on with them call in lines and them, all that other shit. Like, man, them niggas was getting some bread. Yeah. Because if I knew how to work a phone and not scared of that shit coming up on the phone bill, y'all ever got caught putting something on the phone bill?
Nah, man.
Oh, man.
I was never that bold, bro. I
was never that bold, but they will try you on BET Uncut.
They'll try you up, like, straight up.
Hey, I want to have a call with you.
Yeah, with you. And you swear she talking to you and you only, nigga. You the only nigga in the world that she talking to. Me? Yeah, you. Yeah. Like, okay.
Yeah. Are you horny? Why
dial.
Why, yes, I am.
Just dial 1-800. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Saying they had the most creative shit. The Foxy.
Yeah.
You know, 1-800-250 call me. You know, just some old, it's
1-800 find Ebony's.
Yeah, just the most random shit.
Yeah. No, straight up. So Vibe magazine, the Source, definitely.
Bro, you won't believe what I saw on somebody's Instagram stories. You know Marcus Gilmore?
Yeah.
He was on the Black People Meet commercial. I swear to God, bro. I swear to God. Marcus Gilmore, if you listen, I ain't trying to put you on blast, bro.
Are you for real?
Dead ass. He had on, he dressed nice.
Yeah.
He had on his dress.
And the student shit.
Yeah, he had on a real nice shit. Nice. He's like, I'm looking for a very beautiful sister. Bro, Google that.
Shoot your shot, Marcus.
MG. Yo,
hey, y'all go to coachsupply.com. God damn. Bro, I saw you there.
Do I know Marcus Gilmore? Did he go to Skyline?
Nah, he went to Duncanville.
Oh, okay.
That's funny as fuck.
So
all right, we actually transitioned into the next part. So what shaped how you feel about sex? Like, what were the things that you got into that?
Let me just go out and say, like, I had the type of family to where, nigga, I ain't lose my virginity till I was probably like 17 or 18. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it really wasn't no nonsense. Somebody was at the crib at all times. You know what I'm saying? Damn. Like, it wasn't like I had no freedom to go do that type of shit. So it was almost like jumping out to college and doing my own thing was like my first experience in like just being a, semi-young adult or whatever, So I think growing up in not only just a strict household, but just in a respectful household, you know what I'm saying? Like my mom and daddy was together for 21 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't no bitches and hoes around that motherfucker at all. You know what I'm saying? So it was more so like, I knew what I wanted as a kid. I saw Black love being celebrated. I saw it being, amplified and extolled. So like that, I wanted that subconsciously. But we all got our whole phase
for sure.
Man. And I was a damn fool in college. So
as most of us were.
Yeah.
I feel you, man.
Yeah.
What about you, Curtis?
Shit, man. Well, my college days was a little bit turned down, first and foremost. but nah, I was basically, man, my I guess my introduction, to sex particularly was, I don't know, like I feel like I stumbled upon it like way before.
As we all did.
I was,
way before you were supposed to?
Yeah, man, I ain't
gonna lie, I was always jealous of the niggas that was fucking in 8th grade.
Man,
7th grade
nah,
shit,
bro,
man.
I could remember, bro, honestly, full 4th grade, I remember it was these two niggas in my 4th grade class, bro.
God,
and
damn.
we like they was like the, so to speak, like the cool niggas in the class or whatever. Yeah. Nigga always used like, my nigga Rambo and my nigga Mayz.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And these niggas was, they was the cool niggas in the class. So we always used to, try to gravitate toward them, whatever, just being young niggas. And I remember them niggas used to kind of have like the strangest stories. And I'd be like, man, like this is like sex. You at 7, 8, 9 years old, you kind of know what it is. At least I did. You know what I'm saying?
You just you know it's something you ain't supposed to be doing.
Exactly. You know it's some shit that's off limits.
Yeah.
So the fact that these two young niggas was like fluent, like you know what I'm saying? I'm like, God damn, like what the fuck?
And those things really push forward the culture, because I remember the first time I even heard the concept of a nigga eating pussy. It was a Mexican nigga named Anwar Santos who came to football practice asking us, "Hey, y'all niggas ever ate pussy?" He was like, "Hell no, we don't eat pussy." He was like, and his nigga was like, he stood firm on how he felt, and it was like, for real, like damn, and that was our learning. That was like my first time.
Nah, bro, I'm gonna tell you how fucked up I was about the eating pussy thing. My pops is he's a coach, a famous one. I won't say famous. He's a very well known coach in the Dallas area. Mm-hmm. Coach Mayz over at South Oak Cliff. So basically, I grew up within his organization. You know what I'm saying? He's been the head coach over there for basically the last 19, 20 years.
Yeah,
I grew up around all his players. These is hood niggas. Basically, my introduction to eating pussy was these niggas discussing the concept of eating pussy. I'm like 8, 9 years old. Sitting around these 16, 17, 18-year-old niggas is sitting around, you know, talking about this and that. You know, the nigga, I'm literally thinking, what the fuck, that nigga? So you eat that? Like you would? Like you literally supposed to, you know what I'm saying?
I know what you mean, because I remember back in the Gap when eating pussy and eating ass was like
it wasn't the
it was weird.
Frowned upon.
Yeah, like that was
I literally
it was seen as a sign of weakness.
Exactly.
It
like
was
what you doing?
It was a check. Oh, pussy eating that nigga. Oh,
yeah. Bro,
it's like, well, hold on, wait. What are you talking about?
Yeah, bro, nowadays shit.
Bro, I had to ask my dad. I said, Dad, what they eating ass back in the 80s? Like, is this a new thing? Is this a young nigga thing?
Son, we've been eating ass since.
I've been doing that since 1972.
So we've been eating ass since we found out about it.
None of the son knew.
Nigga, I'm the Martin Luther King of ass. I did this shit.
What Pop say?
I want to put Malcolm X eating that.
Hold on. What Pop say?
He just laughed and walked off.
Hey, you know what that means.
Exactly.
Pop was eating
ain't nothing new under the sun, son.
Ain't no nigga besides Kevin Gates just gonna come out and just admit that, like, just throwing his face in the cheeks. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? He did some shit, bro, that niggas been doing. It just ain't nobody. It's like, you know, the thing that's taboo or whatever. Then somebody like decides to get behind it or champion it. And
nigga,
then all of a
fucked it up
sudden
for everybody. That nigga made t-shirts and everything talking about E-Booty Gang.
Yeah.
And I was like, cuz, like, we stop.
That's
unnecessary.
It ain't supposed to be like that.
Yeah.
Like, we supposed to have a little bit more, you know,
discreetness about
come
this.
On, man.
Some
shit's supposed to be kept to yourself, though.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to just come out the gate, you know, on your Facebook profile. Yeah, man, what's going on? You know what I'm saying?
When it becomes profitable, when it becomes profitable,
I like motorcycles.
Hey, rapper, motivational speaker, booty eater.
Like, nah, bro, it can't just be like that.
Inquiries only.
Nah, it can't be like that. You can't be like that out here, bro. Like, cause as soon as somebody gonna say, "Nigga, you ate my ass," it's over with.
It's a wrap.
All right, with that,
you can't even come back
shit about that person.
Come on, nigga. You had your face in their ass.
With that, we're gonna take a quick break, but we're gonna get back to this.
Get your face out that ass.
We're gonna be right back on Talkin Greasy.
R.I.P. Pimp C. Why we in there, nigga? Hey, player made shit, nigga. Say, bitch, tell me what you think about me. A young player, nigga, keep it drippin', I'm a T. Got dreams of a wide body.
We know that you're sad Insecure is over, so Audible is offering a free audiobook download and a 30-day trial, so you have enough time to get into my audiobook pick for this week, Awkward Black Girl, which is written and narrated by Issa Rae. From accidentally insulting legless strippers on Twitter to unnecessary lies, #4the_D, Issa is at the root of all of her most embarrassing moments. Don't miss one syllable. Sign up for your free trial and free audiobook at audibletrial.com/greasy. That's audibletrial.com/GREASY. Let us know what you think.
Now take it out, bitch. Bend over, let me see it. The only way she get up in my bucket is she freaking for the weekend. Bitch was hey, swank it, swank it, swank it. Ay, swank it, ay, swank it, ay, swank it. Bitch was head swank it, swank it, swank it, swank it. Ay, swank it, swank it, ay, swank it. Bitch was head swank it, swank it. 4-4 tip, swank it. Wood grain grip, swank it. Good drink, sit, man, okay, I'm with it.
You know, we said it's a Southway.
Good dang twist. Good drink, sit.
My name is Daddy Pussy, bitch. My name ain't Meg. No, I'm raising hell in that heavenly Chevelle. Yeah, we from Dallas.
All right, so I didn't really share mine. There was, okay, when I was in second grade, I grew up in North Dallas. There was this little boy who had a fucking nose ring in the second grade.
What?
But he was like what you was talking about, Curtis. He was like that, the cool kid everybody
Advanced.
liked. But his
had a
mama,
broken home.
But
his mama was young as fuck. I forgot how old she was. She was, oh my gosh, she was so young.
She had to be.
Yeah. I think she was in her like 20s.
Bro, I know you telling your story, but I went to me and Rick.
You gonna interrupt my story with your story?
It's gonna be quick.
It's gonna be super
me and Rick went to Edna Row, and then tell me why one of my homeboys got kicked out of school. He literally got kicked out of school for the day because he came to school with a Genuine shirt. It was like a fishnet shirt where he could be his butt. And we was in the third grade, bro. We was in the third grade. And that nigga was walking around the hallways saying so anxious. And this is a dark skinned buff nigga. I swear to God, bro.
Nigga had the baby oils on and shit.
This nigga was in third grade with the Genuine shirt, my nigga.
What? Hey,
What the fuck?
but see,
And
that's
then
the same school that came up with Duck Duck Goose Me though.
Oh,
That's it.
Whoa!
Yeah,
I've heard of Duck Duck Goose.
Yeah, that's in the road.
You ain't heard about this?
Nah, not Duck Duck Goose Me.
I need details.
You had
me too.
nigga.
Hey,
Duck,
what about your story? Let's go back
yeah,
to
my
your
bad.
story.
All right, we gonna get back to Duck Duck Goose Me later.
We gonna get back to that. Okay,
Talk
so
about groceries. Hey, folks
So-
out here wilding.
he had
stop
like
it, Angel.
a Nike swoosh part in his hair,
What?
and a nose ring.
Are you?
And so, like, all the little girls liked him or whatever. And so he told me he had, first of all, when you're young, you don't really compute what a real lie is. This was the biggest bold-faced lie. This nigga said he had a clubhouse in North Dallas. You don't.
This nigga said he had a clubhouse?
Yeah, like in the trees and shit.
Oh, my
but he
God.
said,
He got you to the crib?
nah. He said he had this girl up there and she was chewing on his dick like a sausage link. And I was like, at the time I didn't know like that's not actually what you're supposed to do. But like I was just trying to compute like what in the fuck that really means. And so he brought the Southern Playalistic Cadillac music CD and he was showing it like to all his little friends because of the CD, like what was on it.
Yeah.
And so I caught a glimpse and I was like, I didn't know what I felt, but I was like, I know I like that though. Like it.
That's intriguing.
Yes. And so
My eyes, one of the eyes was like,
yeah. And so one day, I came home.
I'm
like,
drunk as hell, by the way.
Great.
Sorry.
It's all good.
Hey, we'll drink that water right there.
Yeah.
That's all you.
One day I came home super early. I don't think my dad realized that I was there. And so, like something was playing on the TV. I didn't realize what it was. I went into the kitchen to get me something to drink and he wasn't in the room. But like what was on the TV, I didn't recognize, but it looked like something I wasn't supposed to be watching. And I now know that was Vanessa Blue.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I was watching Vanessa Blue.
Yes.
Well, at least he got good
didn't-
taste.
Yeah.
He didn't know that I was there.
Old school.
Oh, wow.
This was the early,
This
early
ni-
90s.
Man, this nigga had Booty Talk 1.
Might have.
The B-side.
Yeah,
If you started watching porn in elementary or high school, you know Booty Talk.
Hey, that was when it was still on VHS,
Yeah,
though. You know what I'm
And
saying?
then, by the
That
time we
was-
got to seventh grade, they was on the DVDs. See, your partners was the partners that let you, we swap out CDs. We swap out, y'all want swapping out DVDs and shit?
Yeah, actually, we had a nigga, bro, in high school. He was
burning them hoes.
But he had the whole market on lock. He had all the new rap releases, R&B releases for the week. Then he'd come through every week though with a fresh batch of them things. You know what I'm saying? And so he always had both stashes or whatever. So it was like shit. You know, you. I don't know, bro. Like honestly, like the whole porn thing is like. You know, obviously it's 18 and up, but it's like I feel like most people like
they stumbled upon it.
Before.
Ain't no stumble. I found it.
No, I'm about to say I found what I was looking for. A whole lot of shit, but you know. What I'm saying?
It was. Yeah,
it's just one of them things. I feel like and I think about it too. Like with my kids, like you don't hide like. Cause I know me, I was like one of them type. I'm gonna go look for it, like you know what I'm saying. Like, cause I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, it was like shit. You find it once, it started to become something. It's like one of them guilty pleasures you find. You know what I'm saying? It's like you ain't no hiding it from your kids.
Hey, let me ask y'all. Well, let me ask y'all a question then. Kim got it. Hey, y'all both. I know you got a son, right? Mm-hmm. And your son was just born. When they get to high school, are you gonna trip on them for watching porn?
My whole thing is like this, bro. I ain't never got caught beating my meat in my life. So you ain't finna catch me, bro. Like I feel like that's a foresight that you gotta develop before you just gotta know what come with a whole bunch of shit. Mm-hmm. So I feel like, bro, do what you do, bro. Just don't have me walking in the room and you just butt ass naked doing some shit you ain't supposed to.
Going to town.
Going to town. Like, bro, come on, bro. Like, have some respect about yourself. And just don't let a nigga find out, bro. Cause nigga ain't never seen me lacking. You ain't gonna catch me lacking, bro.
Yeah. Listen.
I take precautions.
Listen, I don't care. I done took my L's, and you know what? If you walk in on me, I'm not stopping. So
you are so weird.
I'm not stopping. I ain't no quitter, bro.
Nigga say shit. He's gonna look back. He's gonna look back at the door. Shit.
Shit, bro.
That's nasty as fuck.
Hey, look, you done walked in on something. It's going down.
That's nasty as fuck.
Nah, bro. Me personally.
That's so fucking gross. I cannot imagine being a parent and you walk in. It's enough that you walk in, but they gonna keep going too.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This story has been changed to, protect everybody involved. But my partner said he walked in and seen his daddy beating his meat one time. Man. And he said from then on, that was his roommate.
Damn.
He was like, nigga, you ain't my daddy.
Nigga, what do you got? You explain yourself to your kid.
What's mama for?
Yeah. Nah, bro.
That's a touchy subject.
But you know what? It's you being real touchy. But you know what, bro? I'll say this, man. I'll say this, which kind of lead me back to my answer. It's all about really, bro, like specifically with like father-son relationships. It's really about that conversation because as men, like as people, just period, we're most of us are like sexual beings, part of us.
Sure.
And so that's a conversation, like the whole birds and the bees thing, and just kind of explaining the whole concept of sex and procreation and things of that nature. Like you gotta have that conversation. And so when it comes down to things like pornography, that's basically all that is an exaggeration of it. And so, like for me, like I remember my pops. When he found out, I was like sneaking in his stash and like eventually had my own little stash. Like it was basically like, rubbers too, but flicks too. You know what I'm saying?
You wasn't returning
them? I was hijacking. Dog. Man. I don't mean to put him out there, but it was just like,
Keep your hands clean and your sheets clean.
You know what? Hey, do your thing. But
shut up.
It was Basically, like I said, that conversation has to be had. Like, you have to bring the understanding, like, this is not reality.
I never had the birds and the bees conversation. My dad took me to child support court.
Yeah. But you know what? I think every parent, every parent should, because me.
That needs to be,
once I found out about, because I didn't lose my virginity till I was 18. I was going to lose it at 17, but I fucked it up. But yeah, like I was saying, my mom had like this whole thing of magazines, right?
Yeah.
And I wanted to get on the internet to watch a porno to get my nut off, right? But you know that the internet was loud as fuck. Remember?
So everybody heard when you got on.
You
got to turn it.
And that wouldn't even help. You had to put in the AOL.
What the fuck is going on? Bitch, I'm trying to, my dick out. It's 3 boxes for AOL. You got the second. Here's the second box. That bitch just stopped. You gotta start all over. What sounds are these? Is this what the internet sound like? What the fuck is going on?
I was gonna do it that way, but then it'll be too loud. So I had to go. Use a magazine in the living room. Well, you remember I told you we had all those different magazines in the house. So I just picked up what I could find, and some days was good. You know, I got that Ebony.
Yeah.
Had Melissa Ford.
Yeah.
One of
in
them.
A bikini or something.
And then one time it was Southern Cooking. And I just had to.
Nah, straight up. Sometimes they got some side
I ain't gonna
titty.
front.
They got some side titty in Southern Cooking.
Listen, I know on this show I try to be woke, but I ain't gonna lie. One time I jerked off to Paula Deen.
What?
Damn.
Okay,
That's
okay. Look, hold on. Wait. We might have something here.
Wait.
Because growing up, women's fitness magazine and running magazine, my parents was on that type of shit. That was the low key wave. Because nigga, who think I'm nigga, some running magazine.
You gotta go for it.
And it's plenty of women naked putting on lotion in women's running magazine.
True, but Paula Deen is a smooth 75.
Let's not judge.
I like older women.
It's something about young niggas and older women. It's something about that. Like growing up, before you even want to fuck one of your classmates, you trying to fuck your teacher.
What?
And you hoping what, nigga? You hoping
she was
fine.
I agree with Rikki.
You hoping one of your teachers try you up because you gonna go for it. I'm telling you, fool. Like we used to, man. Look,
say, bro. You know what's used to, what used to piss me off though.
And then we went to Skyline
it always happened at another school.
And the nigga tell.
Why you telling it?
What you talking for?
You fucking up everybody.
Hey, bro. Say that was a.
Hey guys, can I get closer to the mic?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That was a little.
Nah, for real. That's weird to me, bro. But I think I
never understood that.
But see, that come down to young niggas dry snitching. See, all it took was telling one of your classmates, then he tell a nigga that don't really like you.
Loose lips, sink ships.
I'm telling you, he tell a nigga that don't really like you. So now he hating. He think he can hit the hoe. And so now he like, man, if he hit the hoe, nigga, I can hit the hoe. So now he out in the middle of class saying, well, damn, Miss Stevens, you gave Curtis Mayz some ass. And now she like, what the fuck? Now the teachers and the parents involved. Now the bitch going to jail.
And now the little nigga in the background that's popped it off like.
Well, now he got to say he got raped.
Yeah, it's like, and he know damn
when he know he got chose up.
Damn well.
He got chose up, he got chewed up, and he ran it.
Bro, I used to get so mad, bro, when
angry, bro.
Hey, bro,
angry.
This shit really happens?
What?
Yes.
Nigga, a bit. Look, I just seen on Twitter, a teacher got arrested for the second time in Oklahoma for having sex with a student. And she was slick back.
And then you got the teachers out there that be really wild, and then she like she got probably 2 or 3 of them in the classroom going crazy. Like I
think it all depends on the socioeconomic build too. Like if it's because you know a lot of times in those out country towns the young niggas be banned the fuck up with the trucks on the farm and you know what I'm saying. Like I didn't see that. Like you know what I'm saying. And sometimes bitches choose up off the aesthetic.
So what do you guys think shaped the way that you wanted to look aesthetically? Like, I'll say that...
I made myself.
What you mean by that?
I was just fucking with you. I'm sorry.
All right. I'll say, like, my influences are the people that I wanted to look like kind of different depending on, like, what age I was. Like I went through this time where I was like really into like rock music and like punk and shit. And so like Grace Jones.
You had a goth face?
Nah.
Tell the truth, cuz. Tell the truth and shame the devil.
It wasn't a goth face.
You wouldn't paint your fingernails black?
Nah.
All right, cool.
Well, partly because my mama wasn't gonna buy none of that shit. Number one, but number two, like I didn't want to look like that because it looked weird to me. Yeah. But like I was really attracted to the music. But like I was really into what would later become like Afropunk.com.
Yeah.
But like before Afropunk.com.
Okay.
So if I could have looked like them, then I would have.
I don't know. It was weird growing up, man. I was the sibling who ironed my clothes every day before school. Every Friday, I'd wear like a whole fucking shirt and tie. Like I just had a weird, I don't know. Like growing up, I was just like that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I paid attention to a lot of the shit that a lot of my siblings didn't pay attention to. Mm. And so like when I got older, you know, I think my first experience in finding my own fashion was when I was like buying fitted hats at an excessive amount. And I was like, looking back at that, bro, I was like about like 5 fitted hats at a time. You know what I'm saying? I was like, that was my degree of freshness. You know, having uniforms, you really can't get as fresh.
You really gotta think outside the box to really make your uniform.
I figured I'd be the nigga with the hats.
Where'd you go to high school, bro?
I went to Townview Magnet.
Where'd you
catch the bus at, though?
I caught the bus at, right in front of my crib. It was a bus stop. I stayed at the corner of Fortune Lane and Marcellus Avenue.
Okay. Oh, real good.
So it was a bus stop. It was a bus stop literally right in front of my house. So that's where basically I caught the bus to school.
100.
The city bus, at least. Now, the school bus, I had to walk up the street.
What year you go? I graduated
2009.
Oh, did you know my sister B. Nelson?
Brittany Nelson? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Man, well, me, is what about how you dress? Where'd you get that from?
I mean, my style, honestly, bro, like I never really, I guess, had a strong sense of style. Like, I was always, like, my pops was like the freshest. Like, it's
hard to follow your dad.
It really is. Like, and he really set like extremely high standards. Like, my dad is really literally, like, he's been named like best dressed coach in Texas.
Damn.
Really, like he I grew up like my daddy literally, like, he does not have a suit in his closet that's not tailored to his body.
Damn.
3-piece shouted with the vest and the handkerchief.
Exactly. No, he really get down. So it's like, for me, it was always like, man, fuck all that. I'm finna throw on these forces.
Yeah.
Make sure my jeans, they fit a little nice. Yeah. They starched up. I got me on a nice little whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not finna like, cause it was like I grew up just seeing like this nigga. It was, and I don't even mean to put it off on him, like, because eventually I found my own little style and my own little, what made me comfortable. I guess that was really what the thing was. I will say, though, I always had nice shoes.
When you knew you was a bald-headed nigga?
I knew I was a bald-headed nigga.
Because, like, to a nigga with her, a lot of times, like, we don't understand that it's a lot of shit that's out of your control.
Nah, I'm going to tell you, I know I was a bald-headed nigga when I was probably around 19.
Straight up?
20 years old, because you gotta understand, like, the receding hairline thing kind of is a thing hereditarily. Yeah. So, it kind of set in on me around 18, 19, 20 years old. I started kind of notice, my hairline getting a little shaky.
Yeah.
And then I was a nigga, I was an impatient, I was impatient with my barber. If my barber wasn't there, I let the next nigga, like, you're not supposed to let you're not supposed to do that. Yeah, that is a no-no. But I was a nigga, I gotta get it done, fucking. Yeah. So eventually, a combination of what's in my bloodline mixed with my impatience, niggas pushing my shit back. Yeah. Eventually, I just had to let it go. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It got to a point where I was like, you know what, man, I'm better off.
That's the thing, the dichotomy of it is that it works for people that it work for.
Yeah.
And for us.
And I was on the fence for the longest. Like, my wife, she like, I was like, I don't know. She was like, you should just try it, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, like, fuck it. So, exactly. I chopped it one day, and I went to the barbershop. I'll never forget, bro. I went to the barbershop. My usual guy, I was living in Denton at the time. And I was going to him back and forth. So I came in that day. I was like, man, just cut all this shit out. He was like, what? I was like, yeah, just cut it out. Because I would always come in and ask him, how can I rebuild this hairline?
Yeah.
And he never really had...
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
We watched the nigga get his hairline painted on last night in real life.
It
threw me off because it worked and it was amazing.
It threw you off.
It's that basic
when
shit?
I had to get the shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I had to get that, bro.
Okay. I wasn't though. It was live though, cuz. Check me out.
I was amazed at the results.
I watched my nigga go from, bro, his shorty was there too, right?
Yeah.
So I watched shorty go from, man, I'm finna cheat on this nigga.
Oh my God.
I think we might have something here.
Say, bro.
I love this conversation.
Look, it was so...
Is this... Go ahead.
Nah, it was so crazy though, bro, because it's like... Because it was like, you know, certain things seem like taboo conversations, but when it come up and it's just the reality, you like...
It's a literal transformation, like...
The nigga went from, nah, I don't know about that, to...
Yeah.
Damn, cuz, what's happening, nigga?
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, I was happy for this nigga, bro.
But you know what, bro? Being that nigga, which I've been that nigga, my daddy got remarried. And for his wedding, I had to get my shit tightened up. You feel me? And so I was just like, I was in shock at the transformation. I was like, damn, my hairline ain't looked this goddamn crispy in a long time. And so, and then for two, what fucked me up, what fucked me up was my lady, my woman, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just so coincidentally she happened to get pregnant around that time, you know. But she was like, damn, like, whoever did your shit, like, you need to go fuck with them. So I'm like, ain't this a bitch? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, fuck it. If I got to do all this
just to keep it,
it ain't worth it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So not too long after, I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna try my luck. I'm gonna go for what I know. And, you know, we've been rocking and rolling. I ain't paid for a haircut in 3 years, so...
Man, what's the I'm sorry for getting so intrigued, bro. But how you get your shit so on point? Like, so do you...
Just time and experience, bro. I had a lot of little,
nicks in your head and shit.
Hey, man, I done got the nicks and the, you know... It's just time. It's a process. Just learning how to... You gotta go for what... You know, learn how to shave... You know what I'm saying? I done went through the razor burn and the razor... I done been through it. Yeah, so it take time. Like 100. I said, it's been about 3 years.
100. That shit long,
it's gonna take like a solid year just to get it down pat. You know what I'm saying?
Well, at least y'all got a hair story. Because me growing up, as far as me and my fashion, I've had the same haircut since '96.
Okay. Let me take you to my barber, bro.
You ever had a ducktail, bro?
Nah, hell no.
He ain't had a ducktail.
But
I had one time.
Come get the ball fade with me, bro. Heavy on top and just get a ball fade with me, bro. I promise a ball fade gonna make you feel so beautiful, bro. I didn't realize how beautiful I was, you know, as a man until I got a ball fade.
Ball fade is amazing.
I'm telling you, a ball fade, bro, it
do
can
some great things.
It'll change your life, bro.
Man, but you know,
I take it to my barber, bro.
As far as my fashion, like, people around me have always been way more fashionable than me. Mm-hmm. Like my grandpa, rest in peace, always had a clean car, always had clean clothes. And then my dad, he didn't really dress up because he always had 2 jobs. Like me growing up, the freshest nigga to me, because my mom always had us in church, was the pastor. That was the freshest nigga to me.
Of course, every time.
And then when I got into high school, Skyline, nigga, everybody and their mama was showing out.
It was crazy.
It was like Fashion Week.
It was so fucked up about Skyline because, you know, my dad wouldn't even let me get edges growing up. You know what I'm saying? Because he kept on telling me, man, that nigga gonna push your line back. He gonna push your line back. And so and surely, some niggas didn't push my line back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know,
I can relate.
But you know, he can't stop this shit. I look back at the pictures of how he looked, and he was a bald, fade, and goatee nigga too. And I just found that sauce in myself. I didn't see them pictures till I thought that was my sauce.
After the fact.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn, I'm just like this nigga. This is crazy.
Yeah, and then the weird thing is, after like my first year in college, I literally said, fuck it. I just wear like a cool tee, decent jeans, and let's do this.
I'm going to tell you like this, bro. The pants are the most important part of the outfit. The most important part. If your jeans look good, bro, you can wear down to any shirt, fool, in the world. But, bro, if your jeans ain't the jeans for you, your body type, for your style, your swag, bro, it'll never make sense. Yeah. It'll never make sense till you get a pair of jeans that's you.
That fits you.
That's you, bro.
You know what? I'm gonna have to co-sign that because my grandpa, he used to work hard, and everything used to either be something tailored or something nice shirt or some Dickies. He had a Dickie work shirt, Dickie jeans to wear around the house, Dickie overalls, Dickie everything.
Dickie suit. Y'all remember when Dickie suits took over Dallas?
Nigga.
Hey, I had a couple.
I had a couple too. I think I had a tan one and a blue one.
Did y'all have the big
yellow
ass shorts?
The leather shorts?
Yeah, the checker pants.
I ain't get them hoes because I felt like them hoes that have a nigga smell like a barbecue pit.
Man.
Bro, you remember when Pimp C came home and he rocked the all red Dickie suit? I was like, damn, I didn't even know they made them.
Yeah. That shit changed the world. You know what's funny? Nigga, you know Dickies make skinnies?
You a lie. Nigga, you a lie.
Bro, Google it right now. Nigga, Dickies got skinnies, nigga. I seen them online.
Hey, they cornering the market. Hey, you got to move with the time,
bro. I ain't gonna lie, but they still got the.
But you know what?
They still firm.
Dickies,
yeah, they firm.
But you know what, bro? You know what?
Yeah, I might check it out, bro.
Because like niggas skinny, like we grew up almost looking away from that because that was seen as like white boy ass shit.
Yeah,
but I hated wearing regular cut jeans.
And they was motherfucking hanging at the goddamn. Yeah,
but you know what?
That's what I feel like that's why niggas used to Houston cuff all the time. Because you got your shit. Yeah,
but you know what? I'm gonna say this about Dickies. Then I'm gonna give it back to Kim. Like if you just iron and start your Dickies, them hoes would be so damn crisp.
Yeah. Yeah, it wouldn't take much at all.
It wouldn't take much.
You get your what you call it? What's the name? What's the starch, bro?
It was like on off or some shit.
Well, I used to use Stay Flow.
Yes,
but it was another one that was an aerosol can.
Yeah. What is that?
It came in a white and blue.
Bright and blue. They got the white and gold. They got the I can't think of that shit.
My boyfriend in high school used to starch his so hard that he could stand them up in the corner.
See, that was me in middle school.
Well, he used to starch his pants so hard, and he would take them to the cleaners too to make sure it like stayed.
It was firm.
My shit went hit for real, and my shit didn't stand up by itself.
Yeah, that was my boyfriend.
Yeah,
now you know what? When you put them on,
them motherfuckers
like.
Hey, you opening up some potato chips?
Them motherfuckers just spread.
Hey, bro.
That's how you know you got that just right crease on them.
Well, at least y'all got dropped off after that because my mom
flour and water.
Yeah.
No.
What? That's a thing.
My boyfriend did that.
Flour and water.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the old recipe,
and
bro.
You know what?
That's all Stay Flow is. It's a chemical, you know what I'm saying?
Cuz he lied.
Hey, you put enough flour in that motherfucker, and a little heat, nigga, it's gonna harden.
Oh, yeah. You got sandwich pants, nigga.
Yeah.
Bread pants.
Yeah.
Them bread ass britches.
The motherfucker gonna stand up too.
Nigga gonna smell like a whole loaf of a whole sandwich by recess.
Hey, don't you
flies everywhere.
Hey, your ass better not have to run after that, boy.
Oh man, he said that's the best start. Boy, I'll take your hook off and I know that.
All right.
I'm sorry.
I want to sneak this last.
I ain't never heard that shit.
He is too though.
Well,
my boyfriend,
shout that nigga,
my ex-boyfriend, yeah.
Oh man, nah. Still shout that nigga?
Nah,
fuck that nigga.
Okay.
Nah, don't fuck that.
Yes,
fuck that nigga.
Yes, fuck that. Fuck that nigga.
I ain't say that.
Oh man,
He's probably a great guy.
No, he's not.
Okay.
So I want to sneak this last question. In there. What shaped your standard of success?
I just had to reshape mine because I realized that that's to us really based off of comparison and comparison to what's going on and almost coveting what other people got. Never, and maybe that's why we're all so unfulfilled or can relate to the feeling of unfulfillment. Because maybe these standards that we looking at aren't really our standards. Maybe our aspirations ain't our aspirations. And so, man, one time, this real quick, man, I was holding my girl and my baby, and it was like a 3-way. Laying in the bed, and I just started smiling out of nowhere. And there was nobody in the room watching me or nothing. And so I knew that was a very genuine thing that was happening. So this wave of like just love and appreciation, I was like, it's fire. And at that moment, this was probably 2 weeks ago, my whole life changed. Like
That's dope.
It was weird. It was weird. Like it's like the Claritin commercial after you take that shit and it come out. And that's how I was looking at shit. So yeah, I think that's what shaped it.
That's dope.
No, to piggyback off that, that's basically what it's become for me as well. I look at I say I used to look at success, as something that was solely monetary. You know what I'm saying? My finances, my pockets had to be scraped in order for me to consider myself successful. And then once I dived into the music a bit more, it became the acclaim. That's success to me. Yeah. That's what I equated. Yeah. And then once I had my kid and I started becoming more and more invested in my relationship and eventually became married to my wife, success for me just simply became stability. Something, a mind state to where I'm not worried about livelihood.
Right.
It's not even a second thought. It's, this comes up, I pay for that shit. That became stability. But, even more so now these days, as I kind of grow more and more into my fatherhood, more into becoming a husband, just a man, you know what I'm saying? It's become basically me being comfortable with being uncomfortable. Because what I've come to realize is and not to get too deep, too philosophical, life is just basically a series of struggles. And these struggles, they kind of they play out according to how you choose to deal with them.
Yeah.
You can either panic, you can allow these struggles to kind of have their way with you and kind of take you and pull you in directions that you figure you never be in. Or you could look at these struggles as just stepping stones to your next goodness, whatever that look like.
My dad told me, it ain't life ain't happening, bro. It's how you react.
It's exactly that. It is. It literally is that. It's about because the power of free will is the power of, you can be faced with any situation. You literally have the power in your mind to deal with this situation, but regardless of your resources, regardless of whatever, you literally can do whatever you want to do about this situation, whatever you feel is in your heart and your soul, whatever. So to me, like I said today, success to me is just being able to live with the fact that, it's going to be some things that approach me and approach my loved ones, approach my family, things that I may not even be able to do nothing about at times. But if I have constant peace of mind that, the confidence I got in myself, I'm able to get through this. I'm able to pull through not only me, just those around me. You know what I'm saying? That's what success is to me. I regardless of this rap shit.
Facebook really saying you preaching right now. I just want to let you know.
Hey, man,
bro. They say Mayz preaching right now.
It is what it is, bro. Because, like I said, man, you get to a certain point in life where, you just look at, what you want out of life. Right now, man, I just want to be able to feed mines. You know what I'm saying? And not worry about the little tedious shit. Yeah. I got a message from a millionaire not too long ago, and he told me, he said ain't no such thing as balance. Because I asked him, I said, bro, because I'm trying to get to where he trying to get to. He basically came from where I came from in terms of, working on, getting up every day. Now this man money is not a consequence.
Yeah.
So I asked him, I said, how you get, what how you make that work? I said, what kind of balance you got? Or what type of balance you? He said, ain't no balance.
No such thing as balance, you stupid young nigga.
You do what the fuck you got to do.
Yeah.
For the time being.
Yep.
And then you reap the benefits, or at least you hope to reap the benefits. Yeah. But it's all about your belief in yourself. And basically at the end of the day, like I said,
you
man,
gonna go as far as you project.
As far as it's all about, at the end of the day, what you decide to do with the struggles that you face with. You can either turn them into gold, or you can allow them to beat the shit out of you and then just kind of fall to the wayside. And I refuse to go out.
I can't get
what about you, Darnell?
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna give it to you.
Okay, well, I think that like a lot of creative people, it's my idea of success was always being able to do what I love for a living and not have to be tied down with some other job I don't give a shit about. And as much as I would like to say that that's not the case, I really feel like it won't. My idea of success won't change until I've achieved that.
Right. No, because it changes. And, like, that's the thing that I had to realize. Once I moved to L.A. and I was there for, like, 2 years, and I reached a lot of shit that I feel like a lot of niggas was reaching for, I had to think about, okay, so, like, what's next?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, after you done been to New York, Atlanta, Miami, California, everywhere where there's a prominent scene and you've made your impression or whatever, then what, nigga? You know, so I had to get into habits that I never had, like goal building and really like figuring out what I want, like sitting down with myself, like, hey, Rikki, what do you want?
Yeah.
What do you want, bro? And a lot of times, nigga, it was crazy. It took a rich ass nigga asking me what I needed to get where I wanted to go for me to realize that I didn't know what I needed or I really didn't know where I wanted to go. So it was like, damn, at that moment, that nigga could have put me on game or gave me what I needed, but in reality, you know, I wasn't ready. You know what I'm saying? Because I was still looking towards what I was without rather than what's within. You know what I'm talking about?
What's already there.
It's nigga, The Alchemist. Nigga, you read The Alchemist, nigga?
Oh, by Paulo Coelho.
God,
you gotta read that book.
I've always heard about it throughout my, you know what I'm saying, my schooling or whatever, but I never sat down and read
it. Nigga, I don't even fuck with no more. And if I see him, I'll smash on him. Gave me The Alchemist.
Damn. Hey, that's some crazy shit.
Yeah, but
that book changed my life though.
I'm gonna say my part and then Kim, I'm gonna let you wrap it up.
Yeah.
Wrap it up then.
When we talk about success, when it comes to me, my thing is I don't see my life as successful unless I can secure a legacy. Because unlike you brothers who are, you know, fathers and, you know, leaders of your household, me, I kind of want to die alone.
Shit,
man.
And I kind of,
why, nigga? You hate people expecting shit from you?
Nah, that's not the case. But I kind of want to, you know, I don't want to date anymore. I don't want to get married. I just want to have a very successful career. And then as far as my legacy, leave something for my dad and my sister. Well, it's mainly my sister because, you know, she's the youngest. So leave something for her so that way if she has kids, doesn't have kids, I know when everything's wrapped up that she's good, past good.
Whoa.
Because, you know, if you're not trying to take care of your family, you're already fucking up your legacy right there.
Of course.
So that's my goal in life.
Yeah.
And then second off, create a platform where other people can come up.
Yeah. And that's why we talking greasy tonight.
Word.
Yo, I want to say before we close out or whatever, yo, I appreciate y'all. Cause like, this interview not only, you know what I'm saying, introduced me to, you know, I've been knowing, you know, Roderick for a minute, but me and Mayz have been circulating around the same circle just for a while now. I think almost even in the management circle, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I never got a chance to meet you as an individual, bro. You're a cool nigga, bro, and I appreciate the time. You know what I'm saying?
Likewise, bro.
And
I was just telling her, I literally just told her, I was like, I ain't never met this nigga day in my life, but I feel like I done known him for like years type shit.
No, straight up. Because you same age as my brother, so I feel like not only with that, the class of 2009, 2008, 2010, it's a different type of relationship. It's almost like, nigga, we all kind of went to school together, but we all kind of was given the same shit and kind of now, you know, working with the same shit. You feel me? Yeah. And I don't know, man. That's just tight for those situations to be like solidified.
Dope as hell, bro.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
What I put in the universe.
Where can we find each of you? And let us know what you guys want the listeners to know about.
Okay. Well, you can find me at Curtis Mayz, and that's CurtisMayz, and that's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. You can Google your boy, all of the above, man. Triple D's Yak, it is out, freshly released just yesterday. Y'all can check that out on SoundCloud, Audio Mac, Spinrilla will be available for all streaming platforms in about probably another solid 4 or 5 days. But yeah, man, y'all get at me, man, online. Holla at your boy.
Hey, it's Rikki Blu, and you can find me everywhere on your block, on your cousin's house, at your auntie house, probably trying to get a plate. If you're looking for me online, RIKKIBLU, don't put no E on that, or spell it like Pretty Ricky, the Blue Stars guys, you know. Yeah, you can find
for your
man. You say,
hey,
it's because
I'm rolling down 95.
Hey, yes, sir.
You look in my eye.
Yes, sir.
You can see in my eye.
Bye.
Yes, sir.
You're looking for a cutie pie.
Yes, sir.
We ain't trying to make love.
Yes, sir.
We just trying to cuddle up.
Yes, sir.
Stop,
We ain't trying
Darnell.
to make love.
Yes, sir.
But you just cuddle up. My body, your body, your body is burning up.
That's the damn jam, boy.
What is happening?
Yo. Man, wrap it up
man.
then. Wrap it up then. Wrap it up then, man. Wrap it up, man.
Oh my God.
We gotta wrap it up. We gotta keep. Oh, I gotta keep talking. Apparently,
All
but
right.
yeah.
You know what? I went to the Scream tour and I saw them.
Hey,
They was
so I
on
gotta,
that hoe, bro.
They was on that bitch.
Hey, B2K used to crush that bitch too.
Yeah.
You're not straight up.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Man, I don't nigga freaky dick in
Niggas
hell.
be talking down, but Bow Wow, bro. Say,
Oh, he had everybody.
That nigga
before
was-
we get out of here, let me just say the Bow Wow slander, goddamn it. I know the nigga
gotta chill
questionable.
out, bro.
Y'all gotta chill the
out,
fuck
man.
out.
Straight up,
You
bro.
can't act like you
You
didn't
wanted
want
to be Bow
If you
Wow.
was goddamn 12 years old in the year between 2002 and 2005,
You wanted to be Bow Wow.
Fucking wanted to be Bow Wow. Stop fronting like you niggas ain't never wanted to goddamn me.
Hey, nigga, and if the Scream tour came to your city,
Hey,
You was
look,
hating.
Hey,
You
look.
was hating.
Hey, before we
You
go,
was mad as
before we
hell.
go, B, somebody on Facebook told me that you have put that in the atmosphere, and now the spirits will send you a test. Tell him that his love is coming soon. So I know you got what you want to do, and you already set in your ways. But just like this, I was in LA trying to fuck on these hoes, and I met the love of my life, and I've been keeping it proper with her.
Man.
I wish I wish whoever sent that could see his face. He looked so disgusted.
Man, he looked
okay,
like
Kim, your social media.
You tried to wrap that up real fast. You can find me at KAYDIGS on Twitter. That's KDiggs. On Instagram, it is Whitney Screwston. And on Snapchat, it's Okra-Winfrey. You can find us, the show, at Talkin Greasy.
Talkin Greasy.
On Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. That's
YouTube.
Yo, I took my girl
And YouTube,
charger,
yeah.
bro, and she won't be her phone on 1%.
Oh, fuck.
And I usually call her before every show and FaceTime her.
Oh.
Damn, man. Fuck, we gonna call her on your shorty phone. All right, cool. My bad.
What about you, Darnell?
Hey, you can find me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter. Darnell does it. And Kim, aren't you a writer?
I am. Every time it
You got a
always
blog?
cracks
You got a
me
blog?
up.
Can I read it? Can I read your blog, Kim?
Well,
Oh.
no, I don't have a blog, but I'm gonna start putting some stuff on our website soon. I'm gonna start a content schedule so we always have something up there. I did have a blog, but I took it down.
All right.
But yes, you can contact me for writing or graphic design services at kaydrgs@gmail.com.
Hey,
Shameless plug there, everybody. You know what I'm
hey,
saying?
because it ain't easy. Talking Greasy.
Oh,
We out.
oh man.
Don't get it twisted, my nigga. Don't owe you a cent. Put that on mamas, my nigga. This shit in the gym.
Top though, can you feel my prescription? Larry, my only addiction. Aiming at all of these targets. I'm a marksman, I swear I'm not missing. Look, empty pots all in the kitchen. My family was starving, I had to go get it. I didn't have no choice, I was cornered, committed. The corner committee, headquarters for 50. Cutting the cables, extorting the city. Can't show no love and I don't owe no pity. Straight out the Grove and they calling us greedy. Cause we never had it, I see it, I need it. Now nigga made me nervous. I done seen a lot of tough niggas in them hearses. Playing like it's cool and it's all in the verses. Till a nigga pull up and get at him, it ain't worth it. Nah, it ain't worth it.
You ain't scared of none of these niggas.